Good morning, Grand Rising, my beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. So, if you've never been to my channel before, I am V, aka V the Truth. I am here to help you take back your power in 2021, and this is today's general Grand Rising message. All right, let's see what Spirit wants us to know. So if y'all haven't already checked it out, I do have my predictions for next month already up, my psychic predictions for next month. So go ahead after you watch this, go look at that, make some notes. Let me know if they come true. I'll be super excited. I'm going to come do another one next week. Not next week, but next month. And then I also have the collective candle Reiki for the full moon coming up on the 28th. So to secure your spot, and that is going to be $11.11 to my Cash App along with your full name. And then we'll be able to add you into the family, right? Okay. Ooh. Okay, let me see. So we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Justice card. So, let's see. So really, this is really synchronized right here, because this is 9, this is 10, and this is 11, right? As far as card numbers. So it's really indicating at the end of a cycle of doubting yourself. Okay, so the Nine of Wands, I'm getting this energy of being scared to move on to the next thing. That's what this Nine of Wands always, whenever it comes up, that's the type of energy that I feel, is that, you're almost at the end of the road, but you're kind of worried about what lies ahead. So you kind of don't want to keep going because, you don't know what's up ahead, and you're already damn, well, I'm already up to 9, well, I don't want to move forward and lose everything that I have. And Spirit is saying you need to take that leap of faith. It's called a leap of faith because you have to take a leap of faith. You know what I mean? There's no other way to explain it other than a leap of faith. You literally take that leap out of faith. You take that jump without knowing what is going to be next, because that's how, that's honestly how the universe rewards you, is whenever you take a leap of faith and you already believe in yourself and you already know, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And regardless of what happens, I'm still going to do what I want to do. Or I'm going to still do what I believe that I can do. And so when you do that, that's when the universe, rewards you. And then this Knight of Wands is always bringing the act first and think later kind of energy. So this is really Spirit reminding us that, okay, now that you're going to take this leap of faith, make sure that you at least do some research. Don't just jump into the abyss of nothing, or jump into, the darkness, or jump into, wherever it is that you're going to jump to and not know where you could possibly land, or not know anything, don't just dive into it and not have any kind of research, any kind of backup, any kind of knowledge about what could happen, or, your next steps and whatnot. Because even though when we take leaps of faith, we are taking a leap of faith into the unknown, at the same time, most of the time, we know where we're going. So why not plan it out? For example, if you're taking the leap to open your own business, you know what the next steps are to open your business. You know that you need to get a business license. You know that you need to file for certain things with taxes. You need to file for certain things with sales taxes, things like that. So it's the next steps, but you haven't even started thinking about it. And I feel like Spirit's really saying okay, now that okay, this is where I want to go. I want to keep on going. I want to take the next step. What is that next step? So Spirit's just saying, take a minute to slow down and see what that next step is, so that you can, one, not have anything that happens that you could have prevented, and then you look back and be like, damn, I could actually like prevented that from happening if I had paid attention, right? Okay, and then we have the justice card. The justice card, unlike the judgment card, is the justice judging us. So judgment card talks about like, okay, you judging yourself. The justice card is talking about the justice, like the law of cause and effect. So some of y'all might have been doing stuff that isn't mortally right, that that you feel isn't right, and that doesn't sit well with your beliefs. And so for everybody else, it's really just spirit reminding us the law of cause and effect. Remember that even if you take a leap of faith, whatever it is, whatever choice, action, anything that you make, there's going to be an equal reward or reaction to that. Okay. So that's what spirit is just reminding us like, okay, you can always choose what you want to do, but just remember every single choice that you make, there's a reaction or there's a cause and effect for that action. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And that's not to say to like scare y'all into thinking, oh, like if you do this or if you don't do this, something bad's going to happen. No, it's just the law of cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. Okay. All right. Equal and opposite. Spirit, Spirit had to make me throw that in there real quick. All right. Let's get into self-care and see what self-care we need to do today. Here goes one. Okay, so I guess we have 4 self-care things to do today. Okay, so the first one is going to be drink tea. So like I always say when this card comes up, as we start to try to move into eating more plant-based and consuming more plant-based, because obviously, we've been programmed to think that we have to eat meat because it's one of the things on the food pyramid, blase, blase, blase. But everybody already knows beans and stuff like that actually have more protein in them than meat. Okay, so Spirit is saying drink some tea, come up with your own concoctions, research different herbs, different things that you can actually put in tea, and just figure out a blend that would work for you. Like I always say, our experience here on the earth is very different from one another, being the fact that we're all very different people and we like different things. And so in order to cater to that, I always suggest people to customize things based on their needs and how they feel and what they want and what they expect out of it. And so really that message is just drink some tea. Go look up some tea blends. Go look up some different herbs and stuff and see, what they do, what their magical properties, what their medicinal properties are, and just see which ones, you would like to try out, or which ones you're interested in, or which ones you feel called to use. All right. Next one is going to be beauty ritual. Beauty ritual. So this is just doing something nice for yourself, doing something that makes you feel good on the outside. That could mean going and getting a haircut. That could mean going and getting your nails done. That could mean, go getting a face mask, go getting a hair mask for your hair. You know what I mean? Like just doing something that's nice for your physical. Sometimes we might be so caught up in our, I guess you could say, our mental state of mind and our spiritual state of mind, that we forget that, we are spiritual beings here to have a human experience. So that's what we need to do. We need to, integrate not only our spiritual and our mental, but with our physical as well. And that really is what your spiritual journey is. Your spiritual journey is combining all 3 of your body, mind, and your spirit all together as one. Okay. All right, the next thing is going to be sync with the moon. So this is a really big one. I tell you all the time, one of my recommended ways for you to sync with the moon is to get onto the collective Reikis on the new moon and the full moon. Because as y'all know, if you follow me, I am a Reiki master, and I 100% believe in my work. Like, honestly, I've seen so many different changes in my clients as far as just them letting me know, like, I had one person tell me, like, they didn't really have feeling in their hands as much anymore and stuff. And she said that after her Reiki session, she started to feel electrical currents and stuff through her fingers and stuff. And it's crazy because your hands are actually an energy channel. And so, she just had blockages, and Reiki was able to move those blockages out and get her more balance. And in her, case, she was able to feel a lot more. I've had people who got in Reiki sessions while they were actually meditating on a energy vortex somewhere here on the earth. And that was very interesting because they were able to tell me, like, I was very inspired, I was able to feel your energy. And then I was like, they got inspired to start doing Reiki and taking a Reiki class and getting Reiki certified. So it's just really crazy to see how energy healing and how energy actually plays such a big part in our lives. And a lot of us don't even realize it or don't even know it because we weren't raised, with these values, or we weren't raised to know these kind of things. And so I'm really excited on my upcoming projects to be able to bring y'all more information and more resources about Reiki, about energy healing, about, healing in general and all of that, because I believe that it's super important. Like, I feel like nobody ever taught us this stuff. And if we were taught this at a younger age, then we would be able to really manage our adult lives a lot easier. But because we weren't taught these things and we were taught to really just rely on the church for spiritual guidance or just spirituality in general, and they kind of put the two hand in hand, and just, growing up and actually taking the time to explore on my own, I was able to realize that there is so much more out there than Jesus. Like, no shade to Jesus, no shade to God, no shade to none of that, but at the end of the day, like, I really do feel like the church teaches you to be more codependent on them rather than being able to, like, take back your own power and doing stuff on your own and feeling empowered to do so on your own rather than having to lean onto the church or having to go to church every Sunday for you to feel like, oh, you're doing something with your spirituality. Okay, next card, and the last card is going to be build strength. So again, like I was saying, with integrating your spiritual with your physical, this is going to be speaking on the physical side of things. So as far as, exercising, running, just any kind of physical activity to build strength within your physical body. You can do stretches, like if you don't really like cardio and stuff like that, you can do stretches. I mean, flexibility is one of the things that we really lose with age. So I feel like that's really important. Try to stretch, every morning before you go to bed. Um, I think that when we're in school, because we have PE, and we're so, like, we're always doing stretches and stuff, and like we take it for granted and we're like, oh, this is so stupid, I don't feel like doing this, blah 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 blah. But then as you grow older, you're like, damn, like, I'm no longer flexible anymore because I don't stretch in PE every single day or every other day. So yeah, Spirit's just reminding us to take care of our physical as we take care of our spiritual. All right, now let's hop into this next deck. This is gonna be the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Okay, so this is gonna be speaking on different lessons that our soul is learning at this time, and Spirit is gonna be giving us some keywords along with some affirmations as to what we need to focus on for today. Okay, so the first one is going to be surrender. I can release my need to control. So this is really important. I say this all the time. Letting go of expectations, letting go of the need to have control over everything is going to be when your life is able to manifest the quickest. And the reason being is because you aren't giving a friction. You aren't being your own friction, really. Like how I always say with the scared money don't make money. So if you're scared of making money, you're not going to make any money because you're scared of making money, if that makes any sense. Even if you want to make money super bad, it doesn't matter because you're scared of making the money. So by you being scared of it, you're telling the universe, like, I really don't want it because I'm scared and I don't know what to do with it because I feel like I won't have control over it. So I can't do that because I won't have control over it. And when you tell the universe that, things aren't going to happen because you're literally telling the universe, hey, I don't want this to happen because I'm not ready for it. So being able to surrender that need to control and just surrendering or letting go of expectations will really help with the manifestation process. Okay. All right. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I say this all the time about prayer. Like, people stop praying because they don't get their expected results, but they still get a result from their prayer. For example, if you ask for a car and the car people or the credit card company or whatever, the loan company denies you for the loan, like, that's an answer to your prayer. You asked for a car, but you got a denial because it wasn't meant for you at this time right now. But because you wanted a car, you're just trying to see that cause and effect as, oh, I didn't get what I wanted. Yeah, you didn't get what you wanted, but you got what you needed. I say that all the time. Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. They happen for you because you need to learn something in that moment, in that time. If you are able to take a step back, then you would be able to assess the situation and be like, oh, okay, that's what was going on. That's what Spirit was trying to tell me. All right. The next one is going to be service. I feel good when I can help others. So I tell y'all all this all the time. Everybody is good and has special talents on their own. But when we combine our talents and when we collaborate and we get together and we're all like-minded with the same intentions, with the same purpose, with the same drive, you get things done a lot quicker, and things happen for you a lot quicker, and you just have that support system that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And I feel like that's what we're really shifting towards now. Is a lot of people are going to be meeting their soul tribe right now. They're going to be able to finally find those collaborators on creative projects that they've been looking for. They're finally going to find the support that they've been looking for. They are going to finally, be able to do all those things, find the right people, get with the right people, collaborate with the right people, create, support, and repeat. And that's what it's all supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be one or two different groups of people that actually make it or actually, are successful. Like, everybody has the ability to be successful because everybody's definition of successful is different. And so I feel like in this new age, it's really about, one, us taking back our power, and two, becoming more self-sufficient. Self-sufficient through collaboration and working with other people. Because I feel like we've really shifted away from that because, like we all know, there are a lot of snakes in the world, and a lot of the times it gets very discouraging when you go out there and you try to collaborate with people and people end up stealing your ideas, or they end up, taking advantage of you and whatnot. And I feel like that's why it's so important to learn how to set your boundaries in order for you to take back your power. Like, that's one of the first steps to taking back your power, is setting your boundaries and letting people know, like, no, I'm not cool when you do this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not cool with that. I'm not okay with that. And them having to respect your boundary and be like, oh, okay, you're not cool with that. All right, I'm sorry. That won't happen again. And I feel like, we can go into tangents all day long about apologies and all that, but it's just crazy because now everything is finally coming into the light and people are finally understanding how, things work, and they're starting to question things. Or like the people who didn't understand how things work, they're starting to question things and being like, okay, so what's up with this? I don't like this. Like, what can we do to change this? And I feel like that's so important because it's just important. Like, we need that. We need that. That's why we're all here in this moment, in this time. I say that all the time, y'all. I say that there is a reason why we are all here, right now, because, hey, we're supposed to help in this world becoming a better place, All right. Let's see. It says, I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surrounds me and dwells in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. I am at peace. I have the perfect living space. I see myself in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It is in a beautiful location at a price I can afford. And my healing is already in process. Yes. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am worth healing. Yes. So, one of the first, like I always say, one of the first steps in order to heal is to understand that you are worthy of healing. One. Two, you are worthy of forgiveness. Because I feel like when you start with yourself, is when you can reciprocate that to other people. When you can do it for yourself is when it comes natural. It becomes second nature for you to do it for everybody else. When you love and accept yourself, it's only second nature for you to love and accept everybody that comes your way. Why? Because you're already okay with yourself, right? And I feel like that's one of the biggest battles that we have in our lifetime is being okay with self, being okay and accepting self, being okay and loving, accepting, and appreciating your vessel. Because I feel like I say it all the time, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So, although, yes, our ultimate goal is to remember what we know and, get back in touch with our spirituality, at the same time, it's about integrating that with our physical life. That's why we're here, to have a human experience. So we need to combine our human experience with our spiritual. And so, like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help y'all, see through your illusions and see your divinity and take back your power. And, because that makes me feel so good, like, because I was able to do it. So I want other people to be able to do it. So, yeah, let me stop rambling. If that message resonated with y'all, please let me know in the comments. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a full moon collective Reiki coming up. So you just need to send $11.11 to secure your spot in that. I will be having a relaunch on my website on January 23rd at 1:23 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be restocking a couple of items as far as candles and whatnot. And then I do have a new launch. I actually have one of the new candles sitting right here. Like I always tell y'all, whenever I make candles, I do make myself a personal one so I can test it out and see how it is. And this is actually the very new, brand new Let's Get Paid money candle. So this is going to be up on the website for the restock on the 23rd. I'm super excited about that. I do have, let me see, just a couple of oils left on hand. I think I have like 3 left in stock. And I still do have a couple of Florida waters. And then I think that's it. Everything else is pretty much sold out right now on the site and won't be back until the relaunch. I won't be doing a restock on the oils, on the rose oils just yet. I will be doing that for next month. That's probably going to be for the Valentine's Day restock that I'm going to be doing that for. So yeah, I'm super excited. I have, I'm working on podcasts for y'all. I'm working on videos. Y'all know I always promise things and they come a little bit late because I'm a little bit of perfectionist and I want things to be right before they get put out. But yeah, I'm super excited to share all these new things with y'all. And yeah, if that, like I said, if that message resonated with y'all, please let me know in the comments. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, please book a private reading with me. I will probably be limiting my availabilities on my books because I can just feel an influx of bookings coming in. So I'm gonna probably tweak the site a little bit just so that I can have enough downtime to work on the stuff that I want to work on. So yeah, just let me know if y'all have any questions. Other than that, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I love y'all. Bye.